Hello. Hi. The last time we were together, Yuzu wasn't feeling too great, but now she's feeling better. Let's just jump right into it. Let's go as quickly as we can. It was as fast as we could go. The transition was just like, I'm going as fast as I can. I promise. I've never really done what you would call practice. I'm just literally perfect. I mean, I can relate. It's a talent I inherited from my mother. After I'd seen something once, I can reproduce it, like I'm making a copy of the original. That goes for things like studying Bible classes, learning the violin, and ballet. Yuzu is just literally perfect. And it goes for choir, too. I can just sing because I heard somebody do it once. She's literally perfect. Even if I can reproduce all the songs, the throat is like a blade. If you don't maintain it, it'll rust. You've certainly heard the rust in my throat a lot of times because allergies. And sometimes I forget to get water, but I don't want to waste time to go get water because that usually would require an edit and I don't want to do a long export. I just like firing these things off. Although I've finally recovered from my cold. Gonna sing in the woods? My best friend, worried that I'm not completely back to full health, still won't permit me to come to the choir club. She's told me to stay in my room. If I'm truly going to charm people with the song I learn, it'll require a certain amount of fine-tuning from me. If I don't use my vocal cords for even a day, it'll hinder my voice. If I was happy being just good enough, then I wouldn't need to do anything in particular. However, good enough isn't good enough for me when it comes to this contest. Rainbow Magic. The song we'll be closing the contest with holds a special meaning for me. Even if I were singing it alone, I wouldn't want to settle for good enough. All the more since I'll be singing with Neri. First, you have to start with vocal exercises. You take a stance in which you lean your body weight forward slightly with your feet shoulder width apart. You loosen your knees while making sure not to settle your weight on your heels. Then you puff out your chest while keeping your back straight. That is so much to remember. That is probably why I will never be a professional singer. The next thing is to be aware of abdominal breathing. Clench the pit of your stomach in as an effort to lower your diaphragm. Make sure not to over-clench and tense up. Then you need to open up your palate, creating a space in your mouth for the sound to vibrate through. After going through all these steps, I open my mouth. I've considered taking singing lessons before, but I just don't think anybody offers them. And I don't think that I have a voice for it. I think if you listen to my voice, there is no way that you could ever hear a song coming out of it. After hearing it once, I never forget a phrase. The familiar lyrics flow smoothly from my throat and out into the air. My rhythm and pitch are perfect. I'm literally perfect! It's a far cry from Neri's singing. There isn't a big difference in our skill levels or our ability to project our voices, nor is it a matter of tone or any other such subjective factor. It's something you're born with, a natural ability like being able to whisper to horses or carve an image of a Buddha from a single block of wood. I've whispered to a horse before. I have been in the vicinity of a horse and whispered to it. And this was before I ever heard of the horse whisperer. I just know that I talked to the horse in a whisper before I rode it and said, "Please don't throw me." It was the first time I'd ever ridden a horse. Music resides in some people's souls, but not others. Oh, this song, dude! There is something about the chords of this song. This melody gets under my skin in a way that it just it literally conjures tears every time. Music resides in some people's souls, but not others. Music runs in Nerire Komikado's veins. The presence or absence of this factor is decisive in the world of song and creates a clear divide between the haves and the have-nots. Right now, the most important thing is to train my voice. Technique can come later. Hey, how's it going? A sharp voice behind me makes me turn around. Hey, the perfect person that we could run into. In terms of wanting to sing, and in terms of singing out in the woods. Practicing in secret. Uh-oh. Here's another one of those chosen few with music in their soul frowning at me. Erika, ちょっといい? お前はいいところで毎度邪魔しやがって。ペッパーキーブ買ってんだよ。She says from her position on the bed. Looking up from her book, she sees me with Takasaki-kun and tosses it down and cracks her neck. Alright, what do you need now? What do I need to fix now? She asks me from atop the bed. I tell her how, for certain reasons, I can't go to choir club today. And how, just as I had been about to start practicing myself for the choral contest in the end of the month, I'd encountered Takasaki-kun and told her I'd be singing Rainbow Magic. And that she'd offered to give me some training since she'd practiced the song many times in her own vocal lessons. Well, that's perfect! Got a mosquito bite when I went out to lock my car. I'm not happy about that. It's on my... It's not on my wrist, but it's like right there just below it, near the forearm. It's annoying enough. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. She stops when she sees the sweet pea in Takasaki-kun's hand. She was only holding the cut flower when she called out to me. Damn. Throwing it right back. I want to ask them the meaning and the origin behind those words, but I get the feeling that it was covered in a previous volume and I'd sound very silly if I did. Sensing from their expressions that it's not my place to ask, I settle for a concisely stated request. I'm relieved to be given the okay from the head of the household. It's very clear who the head of the household is. She's just so damn amiable these days. She flashes me a rare smile and I smile back. Did it, everybody. We sang. Sensing that there's more she wants to say, I give her a prod. I thought I was reproducing the song faithfully, but it seems I've actually been changing it to suit my own needs. Thought you were perfect! Thought you were perfect! Little Miss God has apparently fallen. Takasaki-kun laughs. Yagaki-kun moves her wheelchair toward me and offers me a cup. Great! More coffee! Fantastic! Loving it! Vash the Stampede eating donuts, sitting on the bench. I love these. These are so great! I take a sip of the hot liquid. The bitter, astringent taste clears my head. It's not bad. I must have pulled a face. Gotta keep the mask on.
フランスの政治家だね。いや、僕好みの味だ。八重垣くんが入れてくれただけはある。
Pure as an angel and sweet as love. You are absolutely right. These are phrases that I would absolutely use to describe Erika Yaigaki to anyone who ever asked me for a description of her character. She is pure as an angel and sweet as love. I finished the phrase Yaigaki-kun quoted to try and distract her, but she frowns and scratches her head awkwardly, muttering about it being too sweet. I address Takasaki-kun, who's eyeing my coffee enviously.
僕としては完璧を求めたい。他には何か注意点はないかな。
そうですね。あとはイメージですかね。
I should imagine myself as the original singer? I wet my lips.
虹の魔法を歌った歌手になりきって演じるということか。
Make it your own. Add your own personality to it. I mean, obviously there's a structure to a song that you abide by, but it's all interpretive. It's all in making it your own and then making it work with the people around you. I realize as soon as I've said it that I've got it wrong. She's talking about mental imagery, not the theatrical side of things.
八代先輩があの歌手に。
Oh, Erika, don't! Don't!
男装のレジェンドの前に八代先輩とミスマッチだよ。
Ow! That is so many earthworm Jim. Ow! Oh. Man, I feel like I got punched in the gut there. Oh yeah, shit, that didn't feel good.
エリカ。
Yeah, Erika, calm down.
いや、すみません。つい想像してしまって。構わないよ。
Oh, God. It's always the worst when she says shit like that with a big smile on her face because it's literally just, oh, there goes another dagger right in between another couple ribs and right up into Hartsville. There you go. Let's belt it out for us, Miss Yaigaki. No, come on, I want to hear it.
それ
It is! It's a great idea! Let's go!
Let's
do it, let's do it, let's do it, let's do it! Nah, you can't pussy out now, come on! No, you gotta do it!
虹の魔法の歌手になりきって歌えと無体なことを言っているのではない。ただ君が歌っているのを聞いてみたいだけだ。
Just getting your own little bit of revenge for saying, stop saying I'm like a dude.
私もエリカの虹の魔法聞いてみたいわ。
Yeah, let's go!
人前でなんて歌えませんよ。悪かったです。笑って。
I don't know. I don't think we can let you weasel out of this that easily. She waves her hands in front of her red face. She's used to messing with people, but not being messed with herself.
これで手打ちにしよう。
Letting her off the hook. I wouldn't. Nah, come on. You've already heard us sing. You already heard my busted ass, crusty old voice. Now it's time for us to hear the lovely angel, who is sweet as love. I'm about to go back to the topic of imagery, but Yaigaki-kun beats me to the punch, putting a period on our previous conversation with a, by the way, gossip. Awesome. Uh-oh. Is it mystery time? Is it time for another one of our famous homegrown Saint Angraecum mysteries? Because these tend to always start with rumors and gossip. All right, Erika, got the hot goss. Let's go. It's a lead-in I feel that I've heard somewhere before. Every time before something awful happens. Then the music stops. Yeah, we're about to go into Saint Angraecum mystery mode. Yeah, here we go. The 7 mysteries. It's been a while, but to be honest, it's not a topic I want to keep returning to. If I had my way, I'd get these girls a few Nintendos, some Mario games. They wouldn't have time to keep thinking about this shit.
またお化け騒動でもあったのかい？
え、本当なの？
Oh shit.
食いつきいいなおい。話す前にストーリーテラーの喉を湿らせてくれ。
Takasaki-kun obediently pours Yaigaki-kun a cup of coffee along with one for herself and also refills mine.
どうも。さて、それじゃあお楽しみの七不思議の話だが。
The Wendigo? What about the Weredigo? And the Whiteigo?
ウェンディゴの話なんだよ。
I'm so funny.
ウェンディゴか。
You can laugh, it's fine.
そう。正式名
The
称は
Wandering Wendigo of the Woods. I'm always a big fan of alliteration,
森で
so...
千鳥と出くわしたって聞いたとき。
私が噂の真相を探りに行っていたと思った？
まあな。あ、聞いたからって一人で探そうと思うなよ。この季節の森は危険が多い。
Yeah, I feel like this is probably one we don't want to go around trying to kick up a fuss about. Let's not get everybody out in the woods. We already had one person get lost in the woods, and a big old search and rescue have to happen then. So I don't think we need to go, poking the bear on, throwing people out into the forest late at night. Despite assuring Aigaki-kun that she understands, I can see from the look in Takasaki-kun's eyes that she doesn't.
しかし、ウェンディゴか。一番眉唾な七不
The
思議
most convenient. Okay.
眉唾ってどういうことです？
この学院の七不思議は大元の設定通りじゃない。歪んで伝わっているのさ。
確か精霊ですよね。どことかの。
そうだ。カナダのネイティブアメリカンに伝わる精霊の名だよ。非常に狡猾で人に姿を見せない。
Well, then we should be fine. Like, it's not gonna, there's only humans here, so it's not gonna actually show itself, so we're probably fine.
旅人の背後に忍び寄って気配だけは悟らせるが、振り向いても驚くほど素早く姿を見ることはできない。
It's gonna make something very awfully convenient for somebody to be able to do something real shitty and say, but it was the Wendigo!
そして精神的に疲弊したところで
Wasn't me, the Wendigo told me to do it again. She takes a sip of her coffee. Takasaki-kun frowns as she fiddles with her bangs.
眉唾。それってつまり姿が見えないから何とでも言えるってこと？
Yeah, like if it has no appearance and people can just be like, I don't know who took the extra bologna sandwich, is probably the Wandering Wendigo.
正解。
Can you imagine a bologna sandwich at San Angrecum Academy? Can you imagine that being a thing? Can you imagine hillbilly steak being a thing at an upper crust place like this?
白い。
A white shadow.
ウェンディゴはカナダの厳しい冬の象徴としても描かれている。だから白いと変化したものだと思っていたよ。
She nods discerningly, then remembers to take a drink of her coffee. If you leave it too long, it ain't gonna be hot as hell no more.
僕は初めてウェンディゴの話を聞いたとき、ビッグフットのようなイメージを持ったな。私も似たようなものです。ゲームの影響からですけどね。ま、出店通りなら白い影の方がらしい感じですよね。
She narrowed her feline eyes as she moves into the real meat of the story.
七不思議の話が出たのはここ最近。10日ほど前くらいからですかね。森の散策に出た生徒が
木々を横切る白い影を見たって話です。
Now I want to point something out. It's maybe a little obvious to everybody else who's looking, who has looked at the graphics of this video game for the last, 12, 13 hours that we have been together. I would like to point out this bolero, this shirt. I'd like to point these out because there's a very distinct quality to them that I think you might be able to discern. Have you guessed? Yes! It is because they are very white and form-fitting and look very, very cool on everybody wearing them. But the point being, it's very, very white. Like if somebody wanted to run through the forest while wearing this outfit, I imagine something you might see would be a white shadow. So somebody, maybe just late for classes, out goofing off, probably ran by somebody else that was late for classes and goofing off.
なんだか幽霊譚みたいね。
その話はどれくらい噂になっているんだ？
It's been 10 days?
知ってる人は知ってるってくらいですかね。遠からずみんなの耳に入るくらいにはなるでしょう。
If it's just rumors and there's been no actual harm done, it shouldn't impede the choral contest. Relieved, I take a sip of my now merely warm coffee. You've just thrown up a flag, Yuzu. Why would you say this in your internal monologue that this isn't going to impede the choral contest? We know damn well it is going to impede the choral contest, lest we have to solve a mystery.
ねえエリカ、相談なんだけど。ウェンディゴ探しならパスだぞ。冬も間近だってのに森なんてうろつきたくない。
Yeah, I don't think it would be a very good idea for all people that I don't think should probably be running around in the woods near wintertime. It's probably Erica.
可愛いアミティへの頼みでも？
Yaigaki-kun flatly tells her no, but her amitié partner is a stubborn one. She keeps on at her, trying her best to elicit a promise to go searching for the Wendigo. A chuckle escapes my lips as I watch their back and forth, and I am once again in third wheel land.
ほら、八代先輩にも笑われているだろうが。
おっと。
Oh, don't try to pull me into this shit. Y'all doing your own damn thing. If I've learned anything, it's you never, ever, 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 ever involve yourself in a couple's bickering. You just stay the hell back. You grab that coffee, Yuzu. Just drink up. You are way too occupied to answer this question. Yaigaki-kun is looking embarrassed.
まあ僕個人としても森の散策は危ないからね。
Yeah, if anybody could point out, hey, maybe wandering around in the woods is a bad idea this time of year.
なんです？
Yeah, that's probably a lot safer. And it would function as a nice little date for the both of you. As a movie buff herself, Yaigaki-kun nods to show that she has no issue with it. Her amitié partner too seems surprisingly taken by my idea and offers me a rare and captivating smile.
エリカと映画。あ、それじゃあせっかくだから雪に由来のある恐怖映画が見たいわ。
Damn, her tone changed real quick. She's super stoked now.
雪の恐怖映画でとなると。
She folds her arms and considers. A moment later, her cat-like smile spreads across her face.
それじゃあシベリア超特急でも見るか。おすすめだぞ。聞いたことがないけど、なんだかロマンチックな響きもあるわね。
それは八重垣くん。
し。
She puts a finger on her lips as I shot her a look of pity.
ドッキリとはいえ体を張るな。
I smile wryly, knowing that the 90 minutes of pure B-movie torture she is going to have to endure.
さて。
I drain the last of the coffee from my cup.
もう一度練習に付き合ってもらえるかな。
I ask the still delighted Takasaki-kun, wholly unaware that she's fallen into Yaigaki-kun's trap. Now that I'm completely recovered, I've been deemed able to join in with ballet classes and choir practice again. All right, back to normal. Even though it's mid-autumn, it's pretty hot. Having taken some time off, I really gave my all in ballet class today, and now I can't stop sweating. Although this is a nice, healthy sweat, unlike the one brought on by my fever.
完全に回復したみたいね。
動きのキレを見て言ってくれているのかな。だとしたら正解だ。
よく回る口を聞いてよ。
Nettie shoots a rare joke, and I flash her a dry smile.
授業は受けさせてくれたが、バレエと部活動、2回の会の活動も止められていたんだ。実際、鈍っていないか心配だったんだけどね。
でも心配はいらないみたいね。
そうでもない。急に動いたから、明日には筋肉痛で湿布が必要かも。
I mime pressing one to my lower back, and Nettie puts on her hand to her mouth to cover her giggle.
大丈夫？上手に貼れる？
おい、僕をいくつだと思っているんだ？もう生理用品だ。
I'm old enough to use sanitary products. Knew we were gonna dive right back in at some point. It just took her a while to get the engine wound up.
そうではなくて、手が届くかってこと。分かってて言ったのさ。
Of course, my best friend doesn't rise to the bait. Nettie comes over to me.
汗、ずいぶんかいているわね。
Ah, we probably fine. We can't get sick a second time, can we? She wipes my forehead with her towel, and I catch the sweet scent of lilies.
昨日、保健室へ2人で風邪薬をもらいに行ったじゃないか。もう治って
better. I'm fine.
ゆずりは行くの嫌がっていたわ。
もともと薬とは相性が悪い。保健室の先生ともね。
I shrug, and she gives me a disapproving look.
保健の先生、相変わらず苦手なのね。
なぜだか一人で行くと行き合えないから面倒なだけだよ。昨日は2人で行ったから一発で会えた。
この時期は風邪をひいている生徒が多いから、一人で行っても会えたでしょ。
It's true that there had been several other students waiting in front of us yesterday.
結果論としては、まあ僕としては保健室ですごい美人に会えたのが
Hey!
へえ、ゆずりはのお眼鏡にかなう生徒もいたのね。だったらその子をエスコートして帰ったらよかったのに。
その子は
Yeah, I was gonna say, this girl is either real oblivious or doing her best to kind of like, ha ha ha, kind of just help you ease right back on down from that.
一緒に帰れて約束だ。
Dang! I wiped the sweat sheen from her decollete. What? What is that? What is that word? That's not a word. I wiped the sweat from her with my towel. This game's over here just making up words now. You're not gonna make me fall for that. I know this game's real cultured and real fancy pants. It's for smart people, and dumb people like me shouldn't be reading it. But I'm not gonna fall for dumb bullshit words you're just making up. It takes a fair amount of effort for me to act the gentleman and avoid staring at her alluring chest.
いつもの調子が戻ったみたいで安心したわ。
どうも。
Not that I was joking before. Nettie stares off into a distance as though she hasn't noticed my behavior, checking whether her time to dance is approaching.
これで会の方も順調ならよかったのだけど。
僕がいない間に面倒事が起きたのかい？
I hand her towel back, her brow furrows. She tells me it wasn't enough to qualify as an incident, then adds an ominous, but here we go. Here we go.
ここ最近、七不思議な。
Have there really? You're telling me there's more rumors about the 7 mysteries? Holy crap, dude! I never would have guessed!
森をさまようウェンディゴ。
さすがに耳が早いわね。最近九段の七不思議の話が出て森へ探検する生徒がいるそうなのよ。
Again, just get a Nintendo. They ain't gonna do that. How do you think I dealt with it, man? Like, I growing up, I got my Nintendo when I was like 8 years old. Never went out another day to play again. I am exaggerating, of course, but at the time I lived out in the middle of nowhere and there weren't like, there wasn't much to do outside. So, you know, staying inside and playing Nintendo felt like the sensible thing to do when you didn't really have neighbors or neighbors that you got along with, because there were periods of time where we did have neighbors, but they were neighbors that we really didn't get along with them. I mean, when we did, you know, they had good Nintendo games at least.
肝試しするには少し遅いんじゃないか？
私もそうは思うけど。
You would think so, but everybody at this school is bored out of their mind. Well, I suppose there's not much in the way of entertainment in this school, and I can understand people using the 7 mysteries as a form of amusement. What are they gonna do when they run out? What are they gonna do when we run the gamut of 7 mysteries? It's only been like 3 seasons so far, like 9 months or so, and we've already torn through so many of them. Are we just gonna make up new ones as we go? As council president, I can't say as much in front of Neri, but I do sympathize.
正直七不思議の一つ森をさまようウェンディゴの目撃情報があったのだもの。調べたくなる気持ちはわかるわ。
口に出してもよかった。
何？
いや、続けてくれ。
秋も終わりに近づいているけど、もみじ狩りを楽しむのもいいと思う。でも気分を出そうと暗くなってから出歩く生徒もいるらしいの。
なるほど。二階屋の会としては黙ってはいられない。校則を破る不届き者は火破りの刑にするってわけだ。
That's what they say.
生徒に注意を呼びかけるにしても大ごとにはしたくないし。
Yeah, the way that you keep it from being alluring is trying to not make it a big ass deal. She presses her towel to her cheek anxiously.
今のところどれくらい広まっているか把握しているのかい？
細かいところまでは。でも話を聞くと。
At the hidden pool deep in the forest. You know a thing or two about that hidden pool, don't you? A lot of them, huh? It doesn't sound like there was just an odd 1 or 2 witnesses.
合唱会前だってのに。
Yeah, right? She's... My God, why is it these people gotta screw everything up before big events are about to go down and it forces us to maybe have to cancel it? I mutter to myself, I've got that bad feeling again, which has never been misplaced before. On my way home from the choir club... Hey! A cute, lively voice stops me in my tracks.
いちごくんじゃないか。
Ichigo, let's go!
久しぶりです。
It's been a while. I haven't seen you around. I've been missing you.
それとリンゴくんも。
Oh, we got them both! Oh, yeah. Gokigenyo. Hey, how you doing? You're still cute. I still like you the best. You're amazing. Feel better soon. I make sure my tone of voice doesn't shift as I address each of them.
告白の返事をのびのびにしている手前。
Yeah, it's been a while now. And on top of that, while I'm not one to hold grudges, there was that whole ankle spraining thing.
足と頭、もう大丈夫みたいですね。
In a manner, I don't know that her head's better. I think her head's seen better days. Her head is a battle zone. Her head is a charred wasteland of emotions right now.
その言い方だと僕がヤバいやつに聞こえるじゃないか。
最古のノーマン
Norman Bates!
ですか？
I would hope it's not that bad.
スオ君の薫陶が生きてきたと見える。
The kind-hearted twins have added movies to their list of hobbies in order to be able to chat with Suo-kun, the film buff, just like how I became an expert in coffee.
風邪の時顔を出さなくて。
It's okay. She was sick. She wouldn't want to make you sick.
僕が後輩、いや、どの学年からも見舞いは断っていたんだ。
先輩人気者だからお見舞いだけで
That
時
too.
間なくなっちゃいそうですもん
I
ね。
imagine you let like one or two in, like 500 others are gonna want in.
その通り。モテる女。
It's hard being perfect and popular. I smile and Ichigo-kun laughs merrily. Even Ringo-kun seems to soften slightly.
足の方はもう
Oh man, she feels really bad. I mean, she feels double bad because like her little heart's in limbo and also she's kind of the reason you messed your ankle up.
そっちの方のご機嫌伺いはしてもらっただろ？とっくにだよ。ここで。
I mean, I think she'd probably dig that. I think she'd probably be a big fan.
平気ならよかったです。
ああ。だが残念。
Aww. There you go! Fire her up! There you go. This is how you start glossing things over. I check on their reactions as I smirk crudely. I wasn't too worried about Ichigo-kun anyway, and Ringo-kun seems fine now. People's defenses come down when they're upset. Looking into their eyes is like peeking into the window, peeking through a window into a home. There's only one person I've never been able to get a glimpse inside. One person for whom the glass is always foggy, blocking my view through the interior.
で、こんな時間にどうしたんだい？何して？
Yeah, you two going Wendigo watching? No, of course not. Never. No, not us. Ringo blew it. It's extremely obvious from the reaction. No need for me to do a psychoanalysis.
別に咎め立てする気はない。二階屋の階でも問題になってはいるが、夕方以降や夜半に探検に行くのは推奨しかねるといった具合だからね。
そうなんですか。よかった。いちごね。
And that's how you get someone to let slip the truth. It takes her a few moments to cotton on to the fact that she just gave herself up. When she does, she bristles at me.
騙しましたね。
What, me? No. No.
君はいい友人だったが、君のお父上がいけないのだよ。
父上？何のこと？
Whoops. I went out and used the old Gundam reference I got from my own father, fiddling with my long ponytail. I tell her it was just a bad joke.
だが、さっきの話は本当だ。ま、二階屋の階で大っぴらに了承できないから、暗黙の了解というやつだと思ってほしい。
I add that I'll overlook it since it seems like they'll be back by evening anyway.
それじゃ何か罰とか。
I'd never make you get in trouble, Ichigo. You're too sweet to be in trouble.
片場寮長にでも言いつけようか。
Ah, no! She's done! She's out! She's got the dead eyes. She's vibrating. She is... Yeah, this girl's done. She's scared straight. You can go ahead and send her home.
さすが鉄の修道場。
The Iron Nun is a force to be reckoned with. She inspires fear in the hearts of students.
付き合ってみると、人情家でいい人なんだがね。
I sure would like to know.
先輩。
She's still scared. No, no.
表情が怖いってのは損だな。
A terrifying case of resting bitch face.
ああ、冗談だよ。二度続けるのはたちが悪かった。そうだな。見逃す代わりに 君たちに質問していいかい？
They both tilt their heads curiously.
森をさまようウェンディゴだが、噂になっている広がり具合とどんな風に広まっているかを尋ね
Is this gonna screw up the choral performance? I need to stamp this out as quickly as possible. We're gonna ask the red-faced, blushing Ringo-kun.
教えてほしいんだ、リンゴくん。
Tell me, Ringo, what you got?
はい。そもそも噂となったのは。
She looks up into my face earnestly. You okay? A red that can't be explained simply by setting sun colors her features.
どうやら風邪をひきそうだ。話は後にしよう。
リンゴ？いえいえ、平気です。ウェンディゴの噂なのですが、うちのクラスの子が森を散策していたところ、白い影を目撃したらしいのです。
1年生が噂の元となったのは。
I fiddle with my ponytail.
白い影からウェンディゴの話を持ち出したのは私なのです。
Okay. She admits.
違うんです。リンゴもだけど、私的にも。
All right, I'm seeing what's going on here.
いいんだ。誰が言い出したなんて犯人探しをするつもり。
Not interested in finding anyone to pin the blame on, but it does help to know where it started, and it is not shocking or surprising in the least. I smile comfortingly at the twins. Their sisterly bond is a true marvel.
この学院の会は出会うとさらわれるのが常だが、今のところそんな事態には陥っていないようだし、少し釘を刺しておくだけだ。
Yeah, what you got?
なんだい？全然無害というわけでは
Oh
ないので
no.
す。
Who's dead? She twists her fingers together guiltily, and I sigh deeply to myself. Looks like my bad feeling was right on the mark yet again. A certain friend who I seem to be hanging out with a lot lately tells me she's already heard.
ウェンディゴ絡みで怪我人が出たって話。
Someone got hurt by the Wendigo thing. We take our eyes off of this shit for literally 16 seconds and somebody's already gotten themselves fucked up. Great!
スー君、彼女も
Alright, what's Suo doing?
事件とは穏やかじゃないですね。白い影に驚いて転んで怪我して。
Suo hurt herself? Good lord, girl. Well, I mean, if it's Suo, I imagine, somebody just complimented her sincerely. And she fell over and broke her leg. It wouldn't shock me if that happened. She passes me a cup of coffee, then hands one to my singing coach too.
ありがとう。その話は私も耳にしたけど、私は襲われかけて怪我をしたのだと聞いたわ。
そりゃ話を持ってるんだよ。襲われかけたってのは主観だろ。実際のところ、白い影を見て襲われると思い込んで慌てて転んだってのがオチじゃないのか。
確かに怪談話に尾ひれがつくのはよく。
They are often perversions of the truth.
そういうこと。
でもそれだとおかしいわ。
My coach tilts her head, glaring down into the amber liquid of her cup.
何がだよ。
だってこの学院の会はすべからくさらうのでしょ。足をくじいた獲物がいたのなら格好の的じゃない。なぜ逃がしたの？
それはこの事件を七不思議の一つ、森をさまようウェンディゴだとして話しているからだよ。
はい。
前提として怪物のせいだとしている。誰かの悪ふざけだと話していない。少し前のフックマンのようにね。
I know. Suo's got a bit of knowledge about the Hookman is what I hear. You might know a thing or two about that. I hadn't meant to trouble her, yet through Yaigaki-kun's window, I glimpse a secret that she wants to keep hidden. She's covering for someone again.
そうですね。そうでした。 確かに誰かの悪ふざけなら納得だわ。
だが悪ふざけとなると疑問がね。
何がですか？
この寒い中、森の中で誰が来るともわからないのに驚かそうと待ち構えているバカがいるってことになるからだよ。
Both Takasaki-kun and I lapse into thought at Yaigaki-kun's frank critique.
そんな効率の悪いいたずら、佐々木さんたちでもしなさそうね。
Yeah, I don't think they'd be that crass with a prank.
だろ？だから私としては見間違いや弱気の虫から見せているんだと思っていたが、
複数の目撃情報からそれも怪しくなった。1件2件だけなら僕も幽霊の正体見たりカレオバナ的な話かと思ったんだけどね。
However, with multiple sightings, it seems more likely that this white shadow, whatever it is, does actually exist.
ウェンディゴか愉快犯か。
ロマンとしてはウェンディゴをしたいところだが、二階屋の会としてはどうするつもりなんです？
I mean, of course you'd be on Team Wendigo.
怪我人が出ているとの話は耳に入れてなかったからね。遅い時間の森への立ち入りは控えるようにするというのが落としどころだった。
が、実害が出た今となってはですか？
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they've got to get involved now.
僕から会に中心するつもりはないが、合唱会に水を差されたくない。孝行の憂いは立っておきたいところだね。
Even as I say it, I see the twins' face. I see the twins' face as she'd explained how the gossip about the Wendigo had originated with the first years.
今回の件、バスキア教諭は何と言っている？
Yeah, where's the sister on this? What does she know? What info does she have? Can we hide an injury from her?
特には暗くなってから森に近寄らない。
I mean, we know that we can hide an entire child from every adult at this place for like a week and it'll be fine. Even if this isn't quite the same as the shapeshifter of the dorms incident, it strikes me as odd that she wouldn't care at all.
処置仲間も気にしているようだしな。
今何か言った？
何も。どうです八代先輩。一丁ウェンディゴ退治と行きますか。
We're getting pulled in! Hooray!
佐々木くんたちからも誘われたよ。ウェンディゴの森の探索をね。
Well, all right. We've just got a merry little club together to make this happen, don't we? Higaki-kun says that sounds just like them, her mouth curving into a feline smile.
どう動くとするか。
Yeah, you've got... The world never slows down for Yatsushiro Yuzuri, huh?
八代先輩、楽しそうですね。
I don't know. I think she's just like, I want to get this solved and over with as quickly as I can because I need to do the singy thing and I want to impress the girl. Despite my bad feelings striking right before the choral contest, I can't stop the cynical smile from spreading across my face. All right, we're about to dive headfirst right into investigation time, aren't we?
そうさ。
A hunt for the Wendigo, huh? Saying it out loud causes a bubble of laughter to well up from my stomach. The wandering Wendigo of the woods. How many people seriously go out monster hunting?
赤飯を炊かれた女がすることじゃないよな。
Yuzu, you gotta stop! I smiled self-deprecatingly.
先輩、遅いですよ。
All right, let's go! Warm fingers curl themselves around my hand. My other hand is grasped too.
君たちは迎えてないかも
Oh,
しれない
Jesus
から
Christ!
ロマンを追う資格があるのかもね。
Jesus Christ, Yuzu, I need you to stop! The Sasaki sisters look up at me curiously.
失礼な
No,
もの
you
の考え
shouldn't!
方は
That is the...
比例を浴びるよ。
I love you, Yuzu. I really do. I promise you I do. Huh? What do you mean? Still holding onto my hands, they stare at me in confusion. I think back to this morning's events. An urgent knock that sounded on my door just as I was enjoying a lie-in and on the Sabbath. Jerked out of my dream, I dragged my lethargic body out of bed and opened the door to find them! Yeah, let's go! It's your day off, but let's go do the Wendigo thing, the Sasaki twins, holding baskets and beaming up at me. Yeah, we're gonna have a picnic too? Yeah, this is probably like, you got a day off. What else were you gonna do on your day off? Practice for the dumb choral thing? Who needs that? My ass was so firmly planted in bed! Needed a forklift to hoist me out! You can be. Well, you know what? All worth it. Man, sometimes you just want to go on a hike with cute girls. Live your bliss a little. You are out on a date with the two cutest twins at the school right now. You've got no reason to be feeling too bad about this. You know what I say? Let your hair down a little. Enjoy life a little. She squeezes my hand. Her openness warms my heart. And again, you're with two cute little patooties. Why not just roll with it? Bunny rabbit. Ringo-kun squeezes my hand tightly. I follow her gaze. Yo, there's a bunny? The undergrowth rustles and Ichigo-kun and I spot a flash of white. Out of place amidst the russet and ash tones of the forest. Well, guess what? Yeah, one of those bunny rabbits that, man, those crazy bunny rabbits got all big and strong and out here doing their thing now. That's just how it is. Startled by her voice, the white rabbit rockets off into the woods like a shot. Well, I think we solved that one, folks. Let's just go ahead and wrap it up. All right, break out the bento. Let's go down. Let's get a nice picnic going. Yeah, wild animal is not gonna let you get that close. Not usually. Unless they think that they can take you. And then, I don't think that a bunny rabbit is gonna be that animal that thinks it's gonna take you. Probably not so fun to feed. I can't help but laugh at her quick deflation. She feigns anger for a moment before she and Ringo-kun both happily readjust their grips on my hands. To lunch! Let's go! We figured it out. Let's enjoy. Our little excursion has turned into quite the Sunday picnic. Literally! Oh, look at this! Girl, you just did this up right! Holy crap! This looks awesome! You got donuts. You got some egg, it looks like. You got some sandwiches. This looks like a BLT. Damn. As soon as we reach the spot where the white shadow was sighted, the packed lunch is spread out before me.
まずウェンディゴを探すんじゃないのかい？
Can't do it on an empty stomach.
探すのが遅くなってもウェンディゴは逃げたりしません。
Since we set off pretty late to start with, it's already way past lunchtime, but still.
私としても用意したデザートが入っているんです。
I bet they're so sweet. Just like you. Hearing that, Ringo-kun has slipped her own desserts into her sister's basket.
僕が欲しいものはそのカバンの中に何でも入っているみたいだ。
メリーポピンズみたいでしょ？
Seems like they've been covering both modern and classic movies.
逃げないってのは。
Yeah, I don't think the Wendigo's going anywhere. I think you're fine to enjoy some nice sandwiches with cute girls. To be honest, my stomach is already loudly protesting its lack of lunch. The colorful spread of fresh food convinces me that my short break is most definitely warranted.
それじゃあいただこうかな。
The twins chorus their agreement before starting. I say grace.
父よ、あなたの慈しみに感謝してこの食事をいただきます。ここに用意されたものを祝福し、私たちの心と体を支える糧としてください。私たちの主。
Got her eyes open. I don't know. I think that's kind of an interesting detail given we know what we know of her actual religious leanings. I wrap up the prayer.
外でもしっかりお祈りするなんて、なんだかキリスト教の信者みたいですね。
しっかり洗礼も受けた教徒だよ、僕は。
The girl seems surprised. I get it. It's weird for me to think of myself as a believer too.
さて、それではどれからいただこうかな。はい。
She immediately shoves a sandwich at me. I accept it without argument and take a bite. Tuna! Yeah, tuna is always good.
美味しいですか？
ああ、僕の好きな具材をよく知っていたね。
最近八重垣ちゃんと仲いいですよね。
Aww.
八重垣ちゃんから教えてもらったんです。
そうか。
The only sandwich filling I really dislike is tuna! Of course! There's just something about the smell and the weird texture. Oh my god, it hurts every time!
八重垣くんの前で告白したのは間違いだったか。
どうしたんです？
いや、こっちの具材は何だい？
BLT。
Yeah, let's go! Let me nom on that BLT. I feel like I found a single ray of light in a sea of endless darkness. I reach out for it.
それは私的に食べようと作ってきたものですよ。
Okay, okay, that's fine.
ツナサンドも美味しかったからね。いろいろな味を試してみたいんだよ。ダメ。
Share and share alike. She quickly assures me it is and hands me the BLT. There's seriously no better combination when it comes to sandwich fill. Man, BLTs are so good.
リンゴくんが作ってきたものは何かな？
プリンとその
Pudding and donuts, fantastic. Let's go.
そいつは美味しそうだ。量もたっぷりある。
Surreptitiously nudging the tuna sandwich over to Ichigo-kun, I stuff the last bit of BLT in my mouth and reach for a donut. Dang! Just dumpstered poor Ringo. Or dumpstered poor Ichigo.
僕は美味しいものは一時に食べたいタイプなんだよ。
I tell her as I take a bite out of the sugar-dusted ring. I lay on my back and look up. Puffy rows of clouds still stretch across the blue expanse above me. While not endless like the summer sky, nor as clear as they are in winter, I love the calm skies of autumn.
食べてすぐ寝るのは良くないですよ。
Yeah, it actually isn't. I can't fall asleep like after eating because I have GERD. I have gastrointestinal reflux disease. And even though it's mostly controlled with with medication now, if I go to sleep like after eating, like I can't eat probably 2 or 3 hours before I go to sleep, or I'm just like, oh god, here it comes. This is gonna be awful.
食休みだよ。君たちもどうだい？
I'm so relaxed, the words just slip out, then... Oh my god. Look at this! Oh, precious doll babies. They're all just precious doll babies. I want to hug and squeeze them tightly forever and protect them with my eternal love. Oh. Look how comfortable and happy they are. Oh my god. I just dreamed of this moment. I feel a pleasant warmth and weight settle onto my outstretched arms. Aww, Ringo-kun. You're enjoying this quite a bit, aren't you? I imagine. Seeing her relaxed face turned up toward the sky, eyes closed, I think to myself that this is the essence of a lazy Sunday. Yeah, come on. Like, even God's gonna look down and you know what? That's actually just literally perfect for all parties involved. Like, just let him have that moment. Aww.
本当に良かったと思っているよ。
いや、そう言っていただけると嬉しいですな。私としても。
Oh yeah.
私的にもですよ。
Calm down, Ichigo. You got it. It's fine. It's a particular virtue these two possess that can worm their way into anyone's heart.
お腹がいっぱいになって眠くなってきたな。
さすがに眠るまで行くと太っちゃいますよ。
リンゴくんのデザートは格別だった。
Aww.
あれだけ甘いものを食べたからね。
フォークリフトでもない。
Gonna need a forklift to get you out of here again.
そうだね。
私のサンドイッチは
I love how this is a thing that like she's never lost. Like if somebody praises Ringo, like she wants a little bit of praise too. It's always kind of sweet.
もちろん最高だった。
That BLT I straight up stole from you was exquisite. That may be a white lie, but surely God will forgive me for it. It's his day off after all.
次はプレッツェルが食べたい。
Yeah, dude! Like a nice pretzel? Hell yeah! Soft pretzels are so good! Oh my god, one of my favorite foods ever!
八重垣くんも美味しそうだけどね。最近映画の中で食べているのを見てね。美味しそうだなって。
では今度用意
Hell yeah! Get some Ringo pretzels!
楽しみにしておくよ。
ゆずりは先輩って意外と甘いものとか好きですよね。
Ah.
意外か。別に嫌っている風なところ。
Yeah, like nobody's ever... Yeah, like everybody just assumes this bullshit.
多分コーヒー好きだからだと思いますですよ。
I nod in understanding. I drink it black so I can truly appreciate the flavor of the beans.
でもそういえばお茶会の時でもパンケーキ普通に食べていましたもんね。
Yeah, maybe there's something to that.
甘党と言えるほど好きではないけど、普通の女子と同じ程度には好んでいるよ。だがそうか。ネリーと共にしているから印象がないのかもな。
確かにそっちに目がいっちゃいますもんね。
If you put a cake in front of her, I guarantee you she'd take it. Yeah, that's a great way to kind of have worded that. I close my eyes and think of my best friend, who has a bottomless stomach when it comes to sweets.
キリスト教徒的には退職は7つの大罪だな。
ゆずりは先輩は将来ダリア先生みたい
Oh
に
God, no.
シスターを目指すのですか？
してくれ、禁欲だぞ。キスも満足にできない。
The twins must think I'm joking because I can hear them chuckling on either side of me. I realize that when I'm around both of these two, I handle on myself Oh. Girl, it's okay to admit you might actually, you know, feel something back. I mean, yeah, you've got the thing for Neri, but I think deep down she knows that's kind of a no-go, and maybe being around these two, it's not a substitute that I think's going on here. I don't think like she feels this way because it's a substitute for being able to put that feeling somewhere. But I think maybe she's kind of like, I think she's maybe more open to the idea of having feelings for other people than she thinks she is. I think that these two kind of just wormed their way in a way that's like going to prove extra complicated when she has to kind of talk to Ringo at some point, because boy, while I'm sure Ringo is enjoying this moment, this also has to be kind of like, man, why can't, like, if you feel this way, why can't we like talk about this? It's like a strong wind has gusted through my brain, blowing away the words I was trying to hang on to. It appears a violent tornado's blown through you recently. I gaze up at the clouds, searching for the words I've lost, then... Aww. I smile down at the two figures, their chests moving in line with their deep, regular breathing. I'm about to snicker out loud, but seeing their adorable sleeping faces removes the urge. I can't deny that if you're gonna take an afternoon nap, there's no better day for it, and there's no better situation. Like, you couldn't have asked for a better situation to enjoy a Sunday nap outside among this beautiful autumn view. Cute girl on each arm. Dude, just embrace it. My own eyelids slide shut, lulled by their rhythmic breathing. There's a slight chill to the breeze that caresses my upturned face. I can smell the first scents of winter on the wind. Suspended between warmth and cold, I fall into a soft sleep. That was adorable! Holy crap, that was so good. Yeah, we lazed the day away. Due to our impromptu siesta, we've barely gotten any Wendigo hunting in before the sun starts to set. I think we took it too easy. Although, looking at it from another perspective, most sightings of the White Shadow reportedly happened precisely around this time of day. So, it may not be such a bad idea to begin the real hunt right now, right? I'm about to suggest that we should head back, but then... Hearing Ichigo cry out as though she's been hit on the head out of nowhere, I instantly rush over to her. What we got? Leftovers. Somebody was mentioned to be out here feeding an animal. Ichigo-kun sounds delighted, but one glance at the scattered leftovers is enough to tell me they didn't belong here. Yeah, somebody's been feeding from the allotments. We do remember hearing something about that. Nibbled on bits and pieces are strewn across the ground, but I've never heard of vegetables growing in the wild out here, which means something must have dug them up from the allotments and dragged them out here, but... No, that's exactly what we didn't get reported about. No, that's not what happened at all. Her relaxed tone almost distracts me from the mystery. Knowing she's a fount of school gossip, I'm about to ask if she's heard anything when the words die in my throat. Something more obvious is staring at me in the face. Weirder than these conspicuous vegetables is the fact that her twin failed to come running when Ichigo-kun let out a cry of shock. I look around and find her immediately. Ringo-kun is frozen in shock still, shaking her finger pointed toward where the dappled orange light is dancing between the swaying trees. What? Did you find a corpse? Flickering behind the trees is a white shadow. Ichigo-kun's shriek breaks the spell. As the Wendigo slinks off, I give chase. That's probably not a good idea. I don't know how far I've run. When I finally break out of the trees onto the path leading back to the academy, I'm forced to admit that I've lost the trail. I stop and glare at and glare around. Oh? What'd you get caught up in? A sack? Well, yeah, this just confirms that somebody brought a sack out here to feed animals because somebody got bitched at earlier for bringing shit from the allotments. In the moment when I had been distracted by the fabric at my feet, the thing had vanished like a puff of smoke, dissipating into the air. It's a sack for putting students in. That's my favorite new item in any RPG. Sack for putting students in, plus 10. Keeping one ear on the twins' chatter, I glance back into the dim depths of the forest. Finally, making its appearance, the moon shines down on the silent forest as though mocking me. Dang, dude. Well, I think it's as I'm calling it, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it there for now. Well, that was certainly an eventful time. We got things are definitely kind of picking up a little bit, and we had that sweet little moment with the twins, which that was just everything. That was so good. That was everything I could have ever wanted out of a cute little date with the Sasaki twins. So at least we got that. But the mystery of the Wendigo, I don't think this one's gonna be all that complicated, given that we got what I feel was a pretty big hint a little ways back about a student that got caught bringing food into the forest from the allotments, and I don't know how to explain the rest of this. I don't know that we actually caught the person. I don't know the specifics of what's going on here and what we just saw in terms of being a white shadow, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right that it has to do with whoever is trying to feed animals out here. So I guess that's about all I got for now, and I guess that we are going to go ahead and bounce on out of here. But of course, thank you so much as always for dropping by. I hope you had a good time, and I hope you have a nice rest of your whatever, wherever it is you are, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.